This part work has been supplied to me free of charge from DeAgostini. If you'd like to build along, pop along to DeAgostini.com where you can order one for your very own. They also have several other part work build-up models that you can build for everything from cars to boats and everything in between. So I'd like to thank them very much for giving me the opportunity to build this so you can all watch and see exactly how it all goes together. Hello, I'm Chris. This is Gross Models. Welcome to issue 88 of building the Ford GT. In this issue, we're finally getting the engine attached to the main chassis. So we'll be getting into that momentarily. Of course, we're going to flick through the magazine first, looking at the sport prototype from the World Championships. Good stuff there. And that's all we're looking at. Nice, easy thing. Slightly complicated build this time. Although we've got lots of parts, we're only going to be using a couple of them. So we're just going to be fitting these air intake things. And the rest of it is being put aside for later, because we've got quite enough to do. We're going to attach those onto the chassis, which is nice and easy. And then comes the more difficult bit of getting everything lined up and reattached. Attaching in the lower engine support brackets and things. So yeah, that's going to be fun and interesting. So let's put it off no longer. Let's get straight to it. So here we have today's parts. These are the bits that we're going to be fitting first. And these are the bits that we're not going to be fitting yet. So I shall move those well out of the way. We will be needing some of those screws though. But first of all, we're going to need two of these. So let's just get two of those out. Three of those out. We'll put another one over this side there. Look. So these are the ones we're going to be using, and these are what we're going to be using them on, and we're going to be attaching those to the rest of the car. They're going on here, but underneath here, so I've got to play around with it to turn it over. This is where the back of the frame and the roll bar come in useful. These fit onto those places there. There's a pin and a screw. Which I believe I've got it that way round. Let's try the other one first. Got two holes there. Bit there for it to go onto. It's supporting and manoeuvring and dropping, juggling. There we go. Let's try that again. So there's a pin here and a screw hole there. That does indeed go on there like that. And that one does the same on the other side. Not quite like that, but almost. Come on. No, you want to. There we go. That's that. So they need to go in place with screws from the other side. So I shall just turn them over. Actually, that one's a bit loose, so. Turn them over and get a screw ready to go. That through back hole there, which is where this is, and it's that hole there. There we go. Oh, I don't think I've got the right, not lined up properly, that one. Why is that not lined up properly? That is the correct place, and it is the right hole, I think. Try the other one, make sure this one goes in where it should be. That's feeling like it's going into a place better. This one obviously just wasn't lined up properly. Right, I shall get that done. I'll get that lined up and then get everything else sorted out for the next part. Okay, that's both of those attached under there now. Then we need to fit the engine piece that we have already done. Now, I did go back and move these. I had to turn these two rods the other way up because I had the hooks going upwards. The hooks need to go downwards because they need to hook onto the little bracket piece in here, and over this side the same. But it says to get this tube over this side first, so I've got that tube over that side. The other two are going off over that way, so we don't need to worry too much about them yet. And this is the bit where I haven't got all of these tubes connected because I couldn't get into where they need to go. But I'm not worried. If you want to worry about that, then that's your job. So this is going in there. We've got things lining up and connecting in. But the most important thing seems to be getting these two rods hooked over, the two brackets in there, and that should line everything else up, I think. So as that goes in there-ish, in the right place. I can't see it. That's the problem with this bit, is it's all getting everything moved around. And all the lights in the right place to see exactly what I'm doing. Ah, there we go. Need to go back in a little bit further. That's that. I think that's hooked in place. Can't see the other one, but it's around there somewhere. No, I don't think I've got it all quite lined up right. Right, once again, I shall play around with this and get this lined up properly. And then it's just a case of getting a few screws in the bottom to tighten it up. I think there's 2 screws that go in the top first. But again, I'm going to have to manipulate and lighten, see where I can get these in. So I shall come back when I've got this attached in and show you what I've done. Let me try and show you what I'm trying to connect, because I can't connect it while I'm here. Basically, we've got 2 connection points on the engine, which are in there, just behind this rod, down in there. They've got to connect up to these posts on here. So yeah, it's getting everything lined up, connected up, get these hooked on. I'm going to hook those on later. I think the most important thing is getting everything lined up. Once I can get those lined up, everything else should fall into place. But it's trying to do that with getting everything out the way, not proving easy. It's got to go in a bit further than I think it should go. So that's not far enough in. I also think these have got to line up on there, but I don't see anything about that yet, but I'll find out about that in a minute. So leave me be for a few minutes to get this in the right place and get it screwed in, and we'll see how it goes. Right, that's that in there. Those 2 screws in on those. Those brackets connected up on there as well. All good. It does say to do these 2 with the 2 of these FD10 screws. So I shall get those in now. They are almost lined up. They just need a little bit of manipulation to get that finally in the right place. So that one and the other side. I shall get these tightened up off camera as ever. Get that lined up properly. There we go. So I'll get those tightened up. Then there are 4 more to put in on the underside, and then we'll see how secure it all is. And there we have it. All attached, nice and tight and secure. I'm very happy with how that's gone on there. So that's that. The tubes are the one thing that I'm not happy about, but they're in the right sort of places and they look like they connect up. So it's as good as I can get it. I'm never going to see under the hood anyway. Let's get these seat belts tidied up because you've been manipulating it up and down. So that is that. It's all really coming together. It's starting to get a bit weighty as well now. So I'm looking forward to finishing off with these bits, but mostly starting to put panels on. I think there's a whole outer chassis that's going to have to be built up before it's all assembled. So that's a bit that I'm really looking forward to. But not now. Next time, I think we're probably dealing with these things a little bit. So stick with me for that. I'll see you soon in a couple of days. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye for now.